Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
This is really pathetic. We can't seem to find a good return man. We obviously need offensive linemen, and we need a quarterback. We always seem to take everybody else's garbage. Jerry Jeudy is useless. I don't know why we traded for him. There's a reason other teams give up on these guys, and for whatever reason, we just want a bargain hunt, and it's just terrible. I want to get with Myles Garrett. I know he's fantastic, and he does a lot of really great things for us, but how many times are you going to jump off sides? I mean, you've been in the league, 9 years, and you're still freaking jumping off sides? Denzel Ward won't tackle. He's afraid to tackle because of his stupid freaking concussion stuff. Flacco, I'm sorry, he would have been great last year. This year, he's a year removed from that one good season he had with us, but he's still terrible. I'm just a little discouraged right now because our front office is a complete joke. Andrew Berry and Stefanski both need to go. Haslam, get your head out of your butt and hire some good people to run this freaking team. All right, goodbye.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. So the one thing, Jeff, draft class looks pretty good, but you traded away a lot of picks to get Deshaun Watson that didn't work out, and now you need a quarterback. You need a legitimate wide receiver. Jeudy, we'll see. And you need offensive linemen. So it wasn't going to be a quick rebuild.
Well, and I think that's kind of where everybody maybe got confused. I mean, it's a rebuild on the fly. It wasn't, you're trying to be competitive. I think they thought there was probably a little bit more juice left in Joe than essentially there was. And to be fair, they tried to make it as easy on Joe this summer as possible, hoping that, Joe had as much juice as he possibly could. They tried other avenues. We've been talking since, of course, January on this, Dave, and we basically said, the answer was not going to come during the 2025 offseason or the 2025 NFL draft. They did bring in 2 quarterbacks. I don't think anyone's, going out and buying jerseys or, getting tattoos of Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. But we would like to see what they have. Everybody, it's funny, everybody last year when they said, oh, well, we're going to go back to more of the Stefanski system, everybody would say, oh, yeah, all right, the offensive line. Whereas I was one of the few guys that was trying to tell you, well, there is a big problem here with this offensive line. They are now essentially an old offensive line. So just going back to the Stefanski system did not automatically just mean that this offensive line was going to go back to being a top 5 form. They certainly need work. You know what I'm saying? And you hope that maybe a Tevin Jenkins has looked good enough this year that the Browns work out a deal and bring him back next year as a starter. You certainly have, other players, Luke Whippler. You haven't gotten a chance to see him yet, but maybe he is a guy that could be in line to be a possible starter next year. You've brought in a whole bunch of tackles with varying levels of experience in the league. You certainly want to see some of them as well. So it's not like they're, everybody just thinks they're going to go in next year and have to just find 5 offensive linemen. No, they're already collectively trying that search now. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, of course, but I understand the discouragement. But as quickly as everyone is discouraged today, where was everybody 1 week ago? Everybody 1 week ago was, oh man, if we had just beat Cincinnati, we'd be 2-1. And, we weren't digging holes. We weren't firing people. We weren't killing anybody off. It's the ebbs and the flows. And, it certainly hurts yesterday. But you want to go back to one thing from yesterday. The quarterback turned the ball over 3 times. And at one point, the Browns missed a field goal that would have made it a 20-13 game in Detroit, one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. This team is better than I think people collectively think. I think the problem is they're just not getting anything out of the quarterback position. And it would be fine if you didn't get anything out of it. But the problem is you're getting the turnovers as well, which means even if it was just, like they were joking before in the one segment you played, where if they just kept taking a knee, well, you're getting nothing, and you're also got 3 turnovers from your quarterback yesterday.